Thursday afternoon, Purdue week. This group is right back in it. Obviously coming off a tough loss to Georgia, this group had to get back in the lab, figure out or address the issues that we saw Saturday and get ourselves ready to play. Our football teams learned a lot about itself, the things that we need to do better, things that we need to function in offensively, defensively, and special teams to make the jump from game 1 to game 2. That's where the biggest improvement generally comes from any football team. In college football is week 1 to week 2. I like where our guys are right now. Obviously, you got a chance to see where we were on Saturday, just player-wise, down a couple of guys and needing to function a little better. But I'm proud of this group. I understand what this group has in them. I think they do too. That wasn't our best ball, and now what we get a chance to do is put it on tape this week. I tell my group, the only thing you're running out of is time. Okay, man, we're already in the week 2 of college football season, so let's make sure we take advantage of the opportunity, and I believe these guys will do just that. We face a team in Purdue who's explosive. We had a chance to see their quarterback, Sam Millar, and what he was able to do in terms of putting up numbers. We saw Rondell Moore, who is as exciting a skilled player in college football as you're going to find. He got the ball several ways out of the backfield, the return game. He's just explosive and he's dynamic. I thought the running back did a great job, and obviously they were able to put up yards and put up some points. When I looked at the defensive side of the ball, those guys can run and hit. I think up front, they're missing Neal, who is arguably their probably best player, really good football player. I know he got hurt towards the end of last year, but their front is good. They're athletic, they're fast, and they run and hit. And I can say the same about their defense. They've got 2 experienced inside backers who I think know how to get to the football, and they're 5th-year guys. They understand how to play the game, and on the back end, Mosley sort of leads that group in terms of his numbers and his production. So I look at these guys, and we're going to have to, defend on special teams, make sure we do what we need to do to flip field position. We're going to have to play well, defensively in terms of our ability to stop the run. I know you say, well, they throw the football a lot, but if you don't stop the run and they just throw the football, or they can do both, the reality is, it's going to be a long day. So we got to get better in that area. And then we know what we're up against with this pass offense. Coach Brom is a heck of a coach, and he's done a great job. Since he's left Western Kentucky, where he put up phenomenal numbers. This group knows how to function in this offense. He understands how to coach the quarterback position, and really, we're going to be facing a team that's 0-1 just like us. So 2 teams that need a win in week 2. It's going to be a great ball game, but preparation is where we got to go. Any questions?
Derek, I'm curious to know, when you looked at the film about your pass protection, how did the pocket affect the passing game? How did the offensive line do creating a pocket, and how did Riley reacting in the pocket affect the passing game? Where do you want to see improvements there?
Well, I think it's all the above. I think our offensive line was okay early, but obviously we were trying to protect quarterbacks as much as we could, just getting the ball out fast and working against this Georgia defensive line. And you needed to make sure that you can keep him upright. I thought they held up at times. I thought we had some miscues with some of the snaps, which created some rhythm problems, for Riley, in this ball game, from the second possession to probably, in the 7th possession, when he was having to catch balls all over the place and really try to function within that. And, that makes it a little difficult when you want to go through a big progression that's rhythm-based in terms of what you do. But look, he was 11-13 in the first half. He really didn't take any shots down the field. That's not really who we are. But, that's what we wanted to do initially, just to, calm the offensive line down and let those guys, get a feel for what the game's going to be like. I thought, Riley, moved in the pocket, in the way we thought he would. Just wasn't able to set his feet, like he needed to. And I think that's what you saw, a lot of times. I thought there were some times where he should have climbed the pocket, where, he moved and, it made it tough because he was forced you know, and to be on the edges, and most of the route combinations were happening in a different spot. So, you know, he wound up with no throws or you know, nowhere to get the football, or nobody to get the football to. So, I mean, it's a combination. I thought we saw it, we learned from it. We're only going to get better. You know, but that dude's a good football player. I mean, I like his temperament. I like his demeanor. You know, and he never seemed, you know, rattled, okay, man, or you know, out of sorts in terms of, you know, frustration. And that's what you want from a quarterback. You know, the reality was, you know, we've got to do a better job all the way around. He's going to do his job. Everybody's got a job to do, and so we'll be better this week.
You talked about other things that you feel you can get better in, other than the issues with that aside. What else did you see that you guys think you can do better?
Well, we got to start faster. That's what this game is about. I think we've had great practices. You get a chance to test yourself versus a team like Georgia. I would have liked to have seen us play better, you know, defensively. We were able to, you know, finally find, you know, our footing. It seemed like the ground kept moving on us because they were big enough to move us, you know, and up front. But you know, the same football team that was able to, we didn't change play calling. So, you know, the same calls. They just did a better job of executing, straining. Got to strain a little harder, you know, on defense and on special teams. And if we do that as well as, you know, on offense, but we'll be fine. There's no panic here. You just learn a lot about yourself in game ones that you can transfer. But now what you got to do is take it from the class to the grass. You
said the other night that the 3 offensive linemen were day-to-day injury-wise.
Yeah.
Any update, or is it the same for those 3 guys?
They're day-to-day. I mean, when they're back, you'll see them, and hopefully it comes sooner than later. But right now, man, we're day-to-day. And speaking of that, Jabari Wakefield's going to be on the shelf for a minute. It's sustained, you know, with a leg injury, as most, you know, saw in the ball game, so he'll be out for a while. So, you know, we wish him well and hope to get him back soon.
Have you heard anything on Malik Langham yet?
Have not heard anything on Malik Langham. You know, we're anxiously anticipating, waiting, hoping, looking, just like everybody else. But we don't know anything right now. I mean, when we do, we do. But we're just going to continue, you know, to keep preparing. And he continues to work, and that's what we do right now, work.
You mentioned having faced Coach Braun before and Coach Holt and that staff. How do you think that dynamic will kind of play out? They've obviously faced you as well.
Right. Well, I mean, I'm not calling plays anymore, and defensively. I may make a suggestion every once in a while. Jason Tarvis, the defense coordinator, so it looks different. He'll have an opportunity to you know, add his wrinkles to what he wants to do. You know, we're based out of some of the same stuff. I mean, he's got his own take. He game plans a little differently than me. So, I mean, when we look at things similarly but different. So, you know, I'm not going to catch Coach Braun. I just get a chance to watch him across the way. So, we do have, you know, history against one another. They've got a lot of offense. It's one thing about Coach Braun. I mean, his playbook is expansive. And they're gonna give you a lot of looks, a lot of window dressing. They do a great job of, you know, utilizing the tight end. I mean, you're probably gonna see Hopkins, you know, in a lot of different ways get the football. I mean, you see tight end scream, and you see him on wide hide, and you'll see him on some isolations when they go 3-by-1 and try to run vertical routes. I mean, they know how to get their playmakers the ball. That's what they do, and they move it around. They move those guys all around to make sure that they can create, you know, enough stretch and enough stress on individual players where they can create their matchups.
In terms of individual talents, where does Moore rank amongst wide receivers you'll face this year, and where does Hopkins rank amongst tight ends you'll face this year?
You know, probably the 2 best that we'll see, you know, in week 2, or, you know, to this point. I mean, I thought Georgia has, you know, the tremendous talent, but Rondell Moore's a proven commodity. When you look at him, you know, I mean, last year I think his total game yardage was 313 yards a game. That's impressive. I don't care where you're at. I mean, this young man is talented. He gets it in many ways, whether it's the return game, receiver, running back. I mean, they'll find ways to get him the ball. Then Hopkins, you know, is grown up. When you look at him, you know, he's got great hands. You know, he's got great mobility. You know, and as a receiver, I mean, he does a great job sticking his foot in the ground. And he's a great route runner. He does some things as an inline blocker. I just like what he does. I think he's a phenomenal tight end talent, and, you know, we got our work cut out for us.
Back to Langham, a lot of other schools seem to get answers quicker. That doesn't seem like it's a hard one to figure out. Do you know what's taking so long? Do you start to presume after a while that you're going to get a no? How do you process that?
I don't, man. We've done the waiver, man. We've done our paperwork, man. We've done exactly what we're supposed to do. And now what you've got to do sometimes, man, is just be patient. You know, I tell our guys, you know, man, composure. Let's have some. And obviously, you know, in this case, man, we can't do anything about it. It's outside of our control, so we're going to worry about the things that we can control, and that's practice.
You mentioned Riley's demeanor. He comes into a pretty tough spot coming after all-time leading passer and Kyle and a quarterback competition where everybody's got an opinion about it, and then having to play number 3 team in his opener. What did you like about how he took the loss the other night, and how he's bounced back in practice?
Well, he's been in games before. He's been in big games before. I think for him, you know, he understood that he wanted to play better. He understood that we wanted to play better, and he wants to win. He's a competitor. So he got back to the drawing board. I mean, he looked at his tape, asked every man to look at their tape, figure out what they need to do, and you know what? He looked at it and said, "These are the things, man, I need to get better at." You know, today in practice, that's exactly what I saw. Saw him be more intentional about some of the things he needs to do, but it's not just him; it's everybody around him. You know, football. The one thing about football is the ultimate team game. So when you talk about, you know, and his performance, you know, it's directly connected to what everybody else is doing. So we got to be better as a unit. If we can be better as a unit, then we're gonna have the results that we want. He's gonna play well. You know, the guys around him are gonna play well, but it's not a one-man job.
Now, to add to that, he gets to go back to his home state. I know he went to Ball State, and Purdue's a couple hours away, but a little bit of a homecoming for him this weekend? Yeah,
it's homecoming. He gets a chance to, you know, get back to, you know, his home state. But I think for him, you know, it's just another ball game. You know, when he wants to win, we got to prepare to win. You know, you can deal with all the pleasantries afterwards. I think now it's about the preparation. He's got to go into this ball game knowing and understanding that his team needs him, you know, to lead this ball club. He needs to be the quarterback of this team. You know, he's got to focus. He's got to be myopic. He can't let the emotional side of what, you know, family reunions and all the rest of those things bring. You know, there's time for that. There's a time and a place. So let's get to work. He's a guy, you know, who's mature enough to understand that. So that's what we'll do.
When you look at the wide view of the schedule, you play 2 top 10 teams in the first month.
Yeah.
And then Purdue is squeezed in there, a tough road trip. Does that add urgency to this game that your best chance for a win in the first month may be this one?
Well, I mean, that's the way you see it. I mean, I'm going to go into every ball game with the mentality, man, we got to play to win. You know, I'm not going to say, hey, I think this is our best chance to win. I don't approach it like that. This is the next game. And these guys are going to go out there and they're going to work hard, and they got to get it. They need to compete this week. This is the only week that we get. You know, and Purdue's the only team we're playing this week, so that's the one we'll get, and then we'll turn on to the next team, you know, when they come. But this group gets it. I think this group understands they didn't play their best ball. I think that's got to be, you know, what drives this group. We've got better football in us. Let's put it on tape. Let's be a better team this week, and that's the goal.
One more question, guys.
You're talking about Purdue's offense just being so high-powered. What can you learn from the second half that Nevada did so well? I think they outscored them 27-7 in the second half and really clamped down on Purdue's offense.
Well, I mean, that was a product of turnovers.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, anytime you turn the ball over, I mean, you put yourself in harm's way. I'm sure if you asked Purdue, they probably wouldn't have wanted, you know, 5 turnovers in that ball game. So I think that was the difference in the ball game, to be honest. I thought Nevada just kept playing hard, and I think that's part of what you got to do. You got to play a 60-minute ball game. That's why they won. They played a 60-minute ball game. So, you know, you got to run, you got to hit, you got to tackle. You know they're going to get the ball to their playmakers, and you know you got to be good on special teams. So that's what that game, you know, told me more than anything else. You know, when the best team won that day, they played a 60-minute ball game.
He's had one of the best games of his career before he came here on that field when he was a freshman. Is there any value to that experience for him, and how important is he to not just run well, but kind of keep the ball out of their offense's hands this weekend?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know that. I'm glad you brought that to my attention. I mean, he hasn't mentioned it, so, you know, for him, I just think he wants to play. He wants to win. You know, he ran hard the other night, and I've got no reason to expect that he's not going to run hard on Saturday. But he understands just like the rest of these guys do. You know, he needs his guys up front, you know, and they need him to run hard. And we've got to be better in pass pro. So, again, I think it's all tied together. You know, we need a great offensive performance on Saturday. That's what we got to get to. It's a team game. Let's go.